Hey YouTube fan base, this is D here from Journeyofkingstravelvlog. We are in the process of going to the wonderful, beautiful island of St. Lucia in mid-December. Hopefully the weather is a lot warmer than what it is here right now. So hopefully when we touch down, we won't need scarves, coats, and hats. Hopefully we'll just have shorts and t-shirts on. So let's get with it. This is the Airbnb we stayed in a place called moule-a-chique, which is about a 10-15 minute drive away from the airport. This Airbnb consists of a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, full kitchen, along with an outdoor patio that sits on a hillside overlooking which I believe is the Caribbean Sea. So on the back side of this property you have a wonderful view of the southern part of the ocean along with the island of St. Lucia. I would highly recommend a rental vehicle whenever traveling to St. Lucia, and try your best not to do a spur of the moment because it would be nearly impossible to be able to get a rental car. Fortunately, we had a taxi service, but like any taxi service anywhere in the world, you're going to pay a high premium in order to use that service. But they will get you around, they will show you some things, they'll be very informational, which I'll leave some of that description of the driver and his company in the description below. Mid-December, temperature was high 70s, low 80s, and there's also a lighthouse close to this residency, about a 10-minute drive up the road. Right now we're cruising through the city center, the lower part of moule-a-chique right now. Not too many locals are out and about, and you don't see any tourists for the most part, because all the tourists are on the north side of the town. At one time, this moule-a-chique area was a happening place, a happening spot, but due to the big business, the hotels and etc., on the north side of town, a lot of the shops in this part of town either closed shop because they just couldn't afford to stay afloat, or they transitioned to the northern side of town. Right now, this is the Independence Square, which is actually closed right now, but this is the Independence Square. We're on our way to the lookout of the lighthouse. This is actually the view from the lighthouse. See that island out there? It's been said that a lot of people try to swim out to the island, but the currents are pretty strong, so swimmers beware. Nice. Ran through an old part of town right now. Old fishing village. Ah, church right there, Catholic church. Old Catholic church.
This area have their own bank, like a cooperative, you know.
Okay, a bank right there.
Going to fish here. They have none. It's too early. Later around 3-4 is to get all the fishermen coming out.
Sulfur. Now the sulfur was the only mineral mined here by both the British and the French for the production of gunpowder, matches, cosmetics, even pharmaceuticals. Today this entire area, including the pitons, are World Heritage Site. So what we have here is to enjoy watching and smelling. Any questions? I see the houses on the hillside in the far distance.
Yeah.
That is the original ridge of rim of the crater. It encompasses the entire town. It goes a mile inland and it returns to the base of the pitons. 12 kilometers square or 7.5 miles in diameter. The pitons, they were what you call lava domes. They were formed by magma pushed up from underground. They never opened up to make a volcano. They just kept it growing. Geologists are saying they were formed about 250,000 years ago. So they're much older than our caldera that was from 49,000 years ago.
Right.
So this entire area was huge cone-shaped mountains until a violent eruption from the caldera that we're in today. This volcano caldera, it's called La Soufrière, meaning sulfur in the air or sulfur in the atmosphere.
Okay.
It was the name given to the volcano by the French. The French were the first people to officially establish a town on the island, and that was Soufrière town.
Okay.
1746.
Okay.
1746.
20 years later, 1766, the volcano erupted. But as it was documented, it was only a steam eruption and not a lava flow. It's been bubbling and steaming like this ever since.
If you can't handle the smell of strong eggs, burnt eggs, the pitons is not a place that you may want to visit because the stench, the aroma, the smell is so intense it just engulfs this whole volcanic area from the time you drive in and everywhere you go about. And hours later, if you're shopping somewhere, you're out eating, people beside you can actually smell that same egg smell that's just reeking off your body. So it may not be a place that you may want to visit, but I will tell you, it is the only active drive-in volcano in the world. Once again, the only drive-in active volcano in the world. You see that bubbling down at the 6 o'clock position? Rumor says that at one time, a gentleman actually fell inside of that water. They pulled him up in time, but he was burned up pretty bad. This is at the Pitons, St. Lucia. If someone can comment and tell me exactly what this guy is up to, walking up the side of this mountain barefoot, 5-gallon bucket in hand, walking up the side of the Pitons here in St. Lucia, which is actually an active geothermal site, disappears into the backdrop to never be seen again. Please comment below if you know exactly what he's up to. This stream that trickles down into a pool that you can actually bathe in is sulfuric water, which is somewhere around a little over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It goes down to a pool. You can pay a small fee to actually bathe in.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do tour waterfall.
Okay. That's for all y'all who never seen one. All y'all who wish y'all were here. A few people down inside the falls. You want to get in the water? You jump in. $3. Come in at your own leisure. Stay as long as you want. Got changing room. See the two mountain peaks at the 12 o'clock position? These are the actual pitons. Range in just over 700 meters tall, a little over 2,000 feet. They actually have a local bear called a piton, lager bear, that's native to the island. So if you ever get a chance and you get time to spend in St. Lucia, try it out. Cassava bread on the roadside. Now, what is this process called? What is this called? Okay. What is this process called? What is he doing? What do they call this?
He's just drying up the food.
Okay. How hot is that?
How hot?
Yeah, it feels like it's pretty hot.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay.
You know how hot.
Okay. Yeah,
It's not hot around, you know.
it's not hot around,
In it.
so you can touch it?
You touch it. There is no hot.
Okay. Okay.
Go to where?
Bien, Ansel de Rey. Just coming into the town. We are nearing the end of our trip on this beautiful island of St. Lucia. This is actually one of the last lookouts that we'll come to. So hopefully this can open up your mind and your imagination, people out there, and want to explore the world and see some things, do some things, experience the culture of different people, experience the taste of food, the different spices that exist around the world. Even just seeing sunshine or a palm tree may actually open up your mind to want to explore and do some different things in your life. So don't be afraid to jump out and explore. There's nothing out there that's going to get you, no more than what's in your local area, in your neighborhood. And as a matter of fact, some of us live in some real bad neighborhoods, so getting out of the neighborhood may be a good thing for you. So go and enjoy the world and see what it has to offer. You may be pleasantly surprised whenever you come around to it. Once again, we're here in St. Lucia in December, and the weather's in the mid-70s, low 80s. This is actually our taxi driver. So if you need the information for the taxi driver, wonderful guy, knows the island, a native to the island. This is the back view from our Airbnb. This is what you actually see when you wake up in the morning, when you're in the kitchen, and when you go out to the patio. This is exactly the view that you'll get. And sometimes these homes down here along this cliff, they have parties. So you'll hear music throughout the night, and the airport is actually straight in front of you. Just around that 9 to 3 o'clock position on the screen. That's the airport. That's the airport where you'll land, and you can drive up to this Airbnb. Like I said, it's about a 10-15 minute drive from the airport. Definitely you want to rent a car though. So I tried my best to keep this underneath a 10-minute time clip, but unfortunately, maybe next time.